This is Fernando Guimarães from Brazil. Used to be part of AFAN and CGR, Boston area. I am doing ongoing research on the secondary progressive moon declination graph, and this time is the possible candidates for US 2020 elections. I have done for the Oscars as well. So I selected and isolated this technique, not mixing with transiting or transits or secondary progression, solar arc, or whatever. Traditional Hellenistic predictive technique to see what I can get from that. Also because this allow us to work with a declination of charts that for which we do not have the birth chart. Okay, so it's not class or a presentation for seminar or whatever, just to show what I have accomplished. Let's start from the beginning then. Okay. So here we have the declination, a graph of geocentric progressions secondary for Bernie Sanders. Bernie, and the blue circle, we see the maximum south declination here, approximately in 2013 or 14. And now for November 10th of 2020, we have this ascending arc, a little way closer to the 0-degree declination or the crossing the celestial equator. Okay, in this other graph we show, the red circle shows where his progressive moon is now, and this is where it was. And before that, here in 2000 and about 2002 for him. Next is Pete Buttigieg. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. We can see that his progressed moon is going up and crossing very close, going north. This is maximum declination north. For him would be like 2026. And he is very close to the 0-degree, although I think George W. Bush was at this point when he won his first election. For we can see here also crossing 2002, going up in his arc declination, but his maximum declination south was already passed in 2014 or so. For Amy Klobuchar, we saw here going down south, moon declination passed already the peak or maximum north declination in 2016. I did not do all the 8 candidates, just the one that I have heard lately. Of course, this has to be redone as we get closer to the election day or when primary, Democratic primary choose. Okay. Elizabeth Warren, you can see here, November 2020 is by the maximum declination south. This is a very good position for a candidate, okay, at this year. So she has a chance to either winning the primaries or, as we see, the election as well, comparing to Donald Trump, who won the election in the maximum declination here, 2015-16 was the time, and now he's going down the declinations to south, and it's here November 2020. Okay, but if it is re-election, I don't know how it will work now. It will work this way. If it was his first attempt to be elected, this would not look so promising. But since he's re-election, I don't know what we can take into consideration as well. This is, sorry for the dog barking. This is for Michael Bloomberg. Okay, we can see like Elizabeth Warren. He's the election month will be on his maximum declination of progressive moon. This is a good position as well. Okay, and it shows here his best north declination was in 2007, 2008. So we have to keep this in mind as well. Okay, so list of fans. First place Elizabeth Warren, second place Michael Bloomberg. Then we have Donald Trump here in this position over Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg. I'm talking about the chances according to maximum declination north and south. Okay, so who is going to be the next president of the United States? It could well be either the first female president or first Jewish president or non-Christian or president of Protestant, whatever. As we have to remember John Kennedy, the Catholic, and since religion plays a part, right? And also the first gay male, right? And I'll show you. This is my contact information: Facebook, WhatsApp, and my email. Because I was part of NCGR Boston area before I came back to Brazil, and a fan also very proudly. So just to show that Barack Obama was elected, also a little closer, not exact. His maximum declination south here we can see, and way up re-election when he was re-elected. And Bill Clinton was very close to this maximum declination south of the secondary progressive moon, just to show that as well. John Kennedy was very close going up to his maximum declination north, which happens after his death. So this is an example that, the maximum declination can represent big wins or big losses, including loss of life or impeachment, like it happened in Brazil with Dilma Rousseff. And Bolsonaro now got reelected with his maximum declination of progressive north, right? And Nixon was elected very close also to his maximum south declination. If I'm not mistaken, in 1960. It would be nice if we could do this, pairing both candidate, Democratic and Republican, for each election of American presidents, let's say. It would be nice as well. Okay, here is the thing is for George W. Bush, he was elected in November right at the crossing in North and South Hemisphere. Zero declination would be crossing also the celestial equator. And then re-elected when it was going down to his south declination. What I have to say is it would be interesting if a group of astrologers, research could work together based on those graphs, working with the transits or secondary progressed direct or converse for each chart, of rectification of those charts with no time, and horary astrology question, would be a real interesting project for basically the two candidates that will be in the second semester. Well, this is what I have for now, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. And if you're interested in, um, collaboration and the research with other techniques, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have a good weekend. And let's see what the future holds. One other thing, a great friend of mine and teacher here in Brazil said that we should look to the candidates that has, especially Uranus planet transiting the angles, because most of the time what happens, and in the case of Pope Francis happened, is that the elected candidate is showing some change of residence, moving to the White House or moving to the Vatican or whatever when he wins, and changing career also, right? It's like a promotion. So that will be interesting to see if we have the birth time and the midheaven, to see if we have now Uranus now in a fixed sign Taurus. That should be Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio in the angles. Thank you very much.